Hello there, and welcome back to the channel, guys. Season 2 of The Mandalorian. It's here. It's finally here. I'm so excited. I can't even contain it. I've just been bouncing around all day and just waiting for this moment and trying to stay off the internet. And I didn't want any spoilers. Didn't want to know anything beforehand. Just besides the
Even your
stuff that we
voice
do
is
know.
kind of like cracking up right now because you're just so
I'm too
excited.
excited for this. The first season, we both freaking loved it, as you can probably see in our reactions to the first season. And yeah, it honestly, to me personally, is some of the best Star Wars, if not the best Star Wars I've seen since the original trilogy. I think that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, they really nailed it with the first season. So let's see if they can, recreate the magic with the second season. I have a feeling that they might be able to. Yeah, but before I just start rambling about stuff, then maybe we should just get into the episode. Unless you have anything you wanna
Very
mention.
quickly,
Yes.
I am so tired. It's been quite a long week for me, and now I'm just very tired. So if I'm a little bit slow, or everything just
If you seem distant, or
if I seem distant, if I can't even form a proper sentence without giving up because my language center is completely broken down. Now it's just I'm very tired,
yeah,
very excited, very tired.
yes. So yeah, now you know. Anyways, this is chapter 9. There's not there's not really a title besides chapter 9 on Disney Plus right now, but I think I read somewhere that the title is The Search. They might change it, but either way, this is chapter 9, The Mandalorian. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, and before I forget it, you can of course always check out our full-length reactions where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for shows such as Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. And now, let's go.
None will be free until the old ways are gone
Quill.
forever.
The songs of eons past tell of battles between Mandalore the Great and an order of
Mandalore the Great? Oh. Where in the galaxy are we? Oh, red eyes. Are we still in Navarro? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, the graffiti.
Yeah. It exists in this world too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the scene we saw in the trailer. The Gamorreans.
If I can locate other Mandalorians, they can help guide me. I'm told you know where to find them.
You gamble, Mando?
Not when it can be avoided.
Well, I'll bet you the information you seek. This Gamorrean's gonna die within the next minute and a half. And all you have to put up in exchange is your shiny Beskar armor.
Nope.
I'm not leaving my fate up to chance.
Nor am I.
Oh.
Tell me where the Mandalorians are, and I'll walk out of here without killing you.
Thought you said you weren't the gambler.
I'm not.
Nice.
Damn.
Nice.
That's such a cowboy thing, right?
Ooh, that's more of a Batman thing.
Stop. I'll tell you where he is. Tatooine.
What?
My information is good, I tell you. City of Los Pelto. I swear it by the Gatra.
Is that the Spur guy?
Wait, what are you doing? Mando! I can save! Mando!
Oh shit.
He
Whoa.
did say not by my hand.
Yeah, not gonna die by my hand. Okay. No, it's called The Marshal. Alright, so The Search, that wasn't the right title.
Psych!
Marshal. Okay, then I think I definitely know who we are about to meet. It's only because I've read some of the novels that I know that.
That's
Banta Puto.
no. I was just that was looked like a risky point in Death Valley.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It is the city he was in chapter 5, the gunslinger.
I remember her.
Yeah.
Looks like it remembers me. How much do you want for it? Just kidding, but not really. This thing ever. Well, you want to give all droids a bad name? Thank you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
R5, bring the map of Tatooine. Now take your time. Seriously, I don't even know who to complain to. Let's go.
Is that the R5 from episode 4?
Ooh, the little ears. Flop, 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 flop.
Okay, so I'm thinking he's gonna run into a certain character called Cobb Vanth. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh. That's so interesting.
Yeah. What is that?
Desert rats?
Cuties.
That's a pretty small settlement.
Can you describe him?
Someone who looks like me.
You mean the Marshal?
Your Marshal wears Mandalorian armor.
See for yourself.
Yo.
It is him.
I've been searching for you for many parsecs.
Now you found me. Weequay, 2 snorts of spotchka.
Just calling him by his race, not even his name. Just Weequay. Ask him where he got that armor.
I dare you. I double dare you.
Oh, and the jetpack. It's Boba's helmet.
I've never met a real Mandalorian.
Yeah, I remember. Right. Timothy the Elephant.
Yeah. Fucking love that guy.
Take it off, or I will.
We gonna do this in front of the kid?
Wait a sec.
He's getting out of there, right?
What in the world is that?
It's big.
I think that Bantha's about to...
Yep.
Whoa!
Is it a dragon?
Is that a crate dragon?
Maybe we can work something out.
If you help me kill that thing, I'll give you back the armor. Is that the deal?
But a crate dragon is too much for me to take on alone.
Great dragon. Yeah.
Great dragon, yes. Oh. Oh. Huh. A pod racer engine. Looks like Anakin's.
It started after we got news of the Death Star blowing up. The second one, that is. That very night, the mining collective moved in. Power hates a vacuum, and most Belgo became a slave camp overnight.
Damn.
Grabbed a Camtono. I had no idea it was full of silicax crystals. I guess every once in a while, both suns shine on a womp rat's tail. My treasure bought me more than a full water skin. It bought my freedom.
Get out. Nice. Made quick work of those damn slavers. Oh yeah. Those are the creatures the Tusken Raiders use as dogs, pretty much. And there we go.
Hey, partner. You want to tell me what's going on?
They want to kill the Great Dragon too.
Ooh. Well, the more the merrier. Well, that's what they use those things for.
Brushing teeth.
Or at least just cleaning bantha teeth. Carl was just sitting there like, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. No.
Nope.
What is that?
It stinks.
Do you want their help?
Not if I have to drink this.
They know about Mos Pelgo. They know how many sand people you killed.
They raided our
You're
village.
agitating them.
These monsters can't be reasoned with. Sit back down before I put a hole through you. I'm not gonna say
If we fight amongst ourselves, the monster will kill us all. Now, how do we kill it?
Can't be an easy thing killing a great dragon. Those things are huge.
It lives in an abandoned Sarlacc pit.
Oh.
Lived on Tatooine my whole life. There's no such thing as an abandoned Sarlacc pit.
There is if you eat the Sarlacc.
Oh no! It went for him. He should have started running earlier than.
They might be open to some fresh ideas.
Where are they getting the reinforcements?
I volunteered your village.
Ah shit!
The town respects you. My guess is they'll listen to reason.
I wouldn't be so sure.
They are raiders, it's true, but they also keep their word. They will stand by our side in battle and vow never to raise a blaster against this town until one of you breaks the peace.
Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah.
This series is really, helping with understanding the Tuscans and the fact that they're not mindless monsters.
Hey! What are you doing? That's an explosive! Take it easy. It was an accident.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Great.
Tensions are high.
Lot of explosives though. Aw, another sacrifice. Oh. Alright, to see whether or not it's sleeping.
Once it's far enough out and the belly is above the explosives, you hit the detonator.
Something's gonna go
Careful,
wrong.
Marshal.
Thank you, Joe. And you stay safe, huh?
Now run. You saw what happened to the last guy. Just start running as soon as you.
Oh my god.
It's enormous. What's that gonna do?
Dang ferric, it's going back in.
Did he just swear?
Dank Ferric.
We only have one shot. We've got to get it out.
Keep provoking it, I guess. Okay. It seems like it's coming back out.
Now?
Not yet. It's got to come out further.
I should have placed the explosives closer to the opening.
They might risk
Yeah,
Waking
waking it. You're right. Can't get too close. Oh, no.
Ow!
Oh, that's just gonna piss it off.
No, it is vulnerable underneath. It's just.
I don't think it's dead.
Nope.
Me either.
die there. Oh no. Well, yeah, you do have jetpacks. Shoot it in the eye or something.
There he is.
Damn, they're losing a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh!
Get its attention.
Oh, poor Bantha, but still. Get his attention. Yep.
I got its attention. Now what?
Get out of the way!
What are you gonna do?
I don't know, but wish me luck.
Oh shit! Well, yeah, we've seen that happen to someone wearing that armor and jetpack before. Dude! Nice.
Whoa!
Fuck yes. But hey, that's meat for a long while.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna grab some as well. Yeah, why not?
Sorry, I didn't have time to explain.
No need. I hope our paths cross again.
As do I.
As do I.
And you tell your people I wasn't the one that broke that.
Oh, there it is, the pearl. That's worth a lot.
Yeah.
Hey! Now he has Boba Fett's armor. Damn.
Oh.
Speaking of... There he fucking is. Directed by John Favreau directed the first episode.
Wrote it.
And yeah, well, he wrote all of them, but yeah, this is the first one he's directed. Fuck yes. Oh, that was a good one. All right, let's just watch the.
That's a big part of it as well, right?
Yeah. Watching the artwork in the end here. Amy Sedaris, yeah, that was her name. Oh yeah, and she plays in BoJack Horseman, the cat. Why can't I remember her name? Princess Carolyn. That's the name of the character in BoJack Horseman, played by Amy Sedaris. Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to get in there. Anyway, that was a really, really good episode, if you ask me, at least. Really enjoyed it. Enjoyed it more than the last episode that happened on Tatooine as well. The gunslinger episode where we... They didn't really confirm whether or not that person walking up to Fennec in that episode when she got shot by the "Hey Mando" guy. So yeah, that wasn't confirmed. It could also have been the person we saw at the end, Boba Fett, played once again by Tamora Morrison, or not once again, but yeah, he played Jango Fett and then all the clones, and it makes sense that yeah, he's gonna play that role. People were speculating whether or not he was gonna play Boba Fett or Rex. There's still room for both. Like he can play both roles easily. Just put some white beard on and put a white beard on him, and then he can play Rex. That's for sure. But we saw him in the end, and now the Mandalorian, or Din Djarin, he's in possession of Boba Fett's armor, and it was definitely his armor. Yeah, that's 100% confirmed.
It even has the
dent. Exactly, and the helmet. Just yeah. Great seeing it again, and great seeing them, include a character like Cobb Vanth, who was introduced in the novels in the Aftermath series, in a series of like interludes where you got to know about this city and this guy who's the Marshal, and then he found this armor, and people were talking about it. Is that the real Boba Fett, the bounty hunter, or like who is it? And there were a lot of speculation about who that was, and then you found out in that novel that no, it's this guy Cobb Vanth who's just using the armor and acting as the marshal of this town.
Yeah,
So,
it's great that they take a character from like legends or books, whatever. That's not the saga thing. Like so,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
It's still in the universe, but not necessarily someone we've seen before.
No, yeah, and this isn't a case of like they've also done before, like taking inspiration from legends, and legends it's the old EU, and that's not canon anymore. These aftermath books, though, they are canon, so they just brought him in from that, and that is something that when it comes to like the movies, I don't think they've really done that enough. Try to connect everything and the whole thing about when Disney bought Lucasfilm and the reason why the story group, they decided that no, we're not going to consider all these books from the EU. We're not going to consider that canon anymore. Now this is Legends, and we're going to create new books. So there's more continuity and things can make sense, and we can use things across media. And they didn't really do that. Like the only one who's done it, or the like they did it in Solo for sure, with the inclusion of Darth Maul, and then Filoni, he's good at doing it with both the Clone Wars and Rebels, and just including a lot of stuff from canon, and then also taking inspiration from Legends and bringing in someone like Thrawn, like we saw in Rebels. And then the guy playing Cobb Vanth, Timothy Olyphant, who we're watching Fargo as well at the moment, the newest season of Fargo, where he's also a marshal or a sheriff. He's good at playing roles like that. It's the same as in Deadwood, where he was pretty much that like the marshal of that town as well. It's a western, and this is very western as well. And he's just good in those roles. He's not wearing a cowboy hat in this one, but then he was just wearing a Mandalorian helmet instead, which, if you ask me, that's way cooler. But let's dive into what actually happened in the episode. We got the Mandalorian, and he's looking to find the child's people, so to say, who it belongs to. Be that it's a fellow like the species, and we still don't know anything about the species, and even got it like they commented on it in the episode with Amy Sedaris' character saying like I've seen pretty much anything here. Never seen anything like this one. And we obviously only know of one other character or two other characters, Yoda and then Yaddle, who had a very, very minor role in episode 1, but we know of two others, and that's pretty much it. And then there's the whole question about the Jedi, like the armorer told Din at the end of last season, this enemy race of sorcerers, I think she called them, that the Mandalorians have been at odds with through time. So he's also looking for them, but initially he's trying to find another Mandalorian so that he can go back through the coverts or track through the coverts and get in touch with some Mandalorians again.
But that kind of requires that he can actually find Mandalorians.
Yes, and that's not easy because they are in hiding.
Yeah, and he was told by that guy in the start, like Karesh or something.
Or Kabesh or something. That's also a name I think I've heard before, but maybe it's just similar to other Star Wars names.
Yes, but he spoke with that guy in the start, and he said that there's a confirmed Mandalorian on Tatooine, and I was actually wondering a bit about that, because when we then saw Cobb Vanth, we knew he was not a Mandalorian because he took off the helmet, so he knew he was not like, and of course we knew the armors, of course it was Boba Fett, so it's definitely not Boba Fett either.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, if he's
not a Mandalorian, he's not Boba Fett. Who is this guy? Yeah.
Yeah, so we knew that he was not a Mandalorian, so he could not be the confirmed Mandalorian. And then, in the end, we find out that there was actually a confirmed Mandalorian there. but it might not be exactly the one. I don't know. We don't know anything
No,
about
I think
him. Or...
maybe just people thought it was a Mandalorian because they saw the Mandalorian armor, and then they just surmised, oh, that must be a Mandalorian. Just like with Boba Fett, actually, he's not really a Mandalorian. He's just someone. He's a bounty hunter with Mandalorian armor. I don't know if the same could be said for Jango Fett, because I do believe I don't know if it's canon anymore. But in the old canon, he was a Mandalorian, and then he became a bounty hunter. But new canon-wise, I'm thinking that still goes. He was a Mandalorian. But yeah, either way, someone spotted someone with Mandalorian armor on Tatooine.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say that he was the Gorkabesh, whatever, the guy. He was saying that, well, this is confirmed, and even though Mando or Din Djarin, he was kind of saying like, "Are you sure he's a Mandalorian?" And he kept on saying, "I'm sure it's confirmed that it's a Mandalorian." And so maybe he was kind of hinting at Boba Fett, or maybe not. It's like that's up in the air, basically.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was kind of nice that, well, he was not wrong, because Boba Fett is there.
Yes.
Yeah, and whether or not he's canonically
actually considered a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
But either way, we saw him in the end, and I'm still like, I know we got the casting news and everything, so we kind of knew beforehand that he might pop up. But still, this is the first actual confirmation that Boba Fett is alive after Episode 6. Because even with Cobb Vanth finding the armor, well, he didn't really find it. He just traded for it, so the Jawas found it. That didn't confirm whether or not Boba Fett was alive. They could have found it and taken the armor off of his corpse, or just found the armor, and then he maybe Boba dissolved in the stomach of the Sarlacc. But that didn't happen. I'm thinking, maybe because they talked about the Krayt Dragon and its lair is, where a Sarlacc used to be, and it ate that Sarlacc. Is that the Sarlacc from the Dune Sea, or not quite sure.
It depends on how many Sarlaccs
there are, and where on Tatooine this was, and if it is, the Dune Sea.
I think he mentioned the Dune Sea. I think Cobb Vanth, he mentioned that there's like the Dune Sea, that they were around that place. So I guess this was all
the Pit of Cocoon. It was also called. Either way, maybe that was the one, but doesn't matter how. Boba Fett, he survived, he got out of the Sarlacc, and now he wants his armor back. Maybe. I'm thinking he does.
Yeah. It is a nice armor. Is it made of Beskar?
Yeah, I believe so. At least when that slaver or mining guild dude shot at Cobb Vanth, the blaster bolt, it did nothing. It just bounced off the armor, and that's probably
it's good. It's just what we're trying to say. It's a good armor. I just, you know how I feel about bringing back people from the dead. Yeah. So, and I won't get too much into that because I know I'm gonna get huge smack by everyone. So
I'm sure there are other fans out there who like take issue with the fact that they, for example, brought someone like Maul back,
but let's not get into that.
Let's not get into it.
I'm just saying that I'm just hinting at my feelings about it.
Yeah. But yeah, to me, it depends on what they're gonna do with the character. Like if they brought him back just to bring him back because, hey, look at this, look how cool this is, or if they actually have something in mind, like a story, a narrative, and a reason to bring him back. And I do hope they have something more in store for us when it comes to Boba Fett, other than now he's just he wants revenge on whoever took his armor, and he's gonna go back to being a bounty hunter. Or like, I hope they're gonna use him for something. And another thing that I'm curious about is, I think it's a pretty well known fact that Jon Favreau wrote this series with Boba Fett in mind, and then he was told by the story group at Lucasfilm that no, you can't use him because he dead. find someone else or come up with a new character, and then he did. But now they're still using him or bringing him back. But maybe he just needed to convince him that no, I can actually make good Star Wars, and then they let him use the character after that. I'm not quite sure. Either way, just can't say enough. But hey, Boba Fett is back.
But I was sure that it's Boba Fett and not one of the clones.
Well, no, not really.
I'm not saying that. Well, I'm just
speculating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just raising the question.
Yes, it could be. It could very well be. Because as I also mentioned, like he could also be playing someone like Rex or any clone for that matter. So yeah, there's a lot of people with that face in the galaxy still. They're not all dead, I believe, after Return of the Jedi. Or Rex, it's confirmed that he was part of the group who went to Endor in Return of the Jedi. So he at least lived for that long, even with the accelerated growth rate. Or is there a way to stop that? I don't know. And there's also, now that we're talking about clones and stuff, like Camino, there was that one doctor guy in the first season who was he was supposed to take care of the child, and Din or Mando kind of questioned him.
Oh yeah, that guy, yeah.
Yeah, with the glasses and everything. And he had like the Camino symbol, like cloning facility symbol on his outfit, on his shoulder. So there is still, Camino is still in play somehow, and that also probably plays into why the Empire wants the baby or the child. Is it to clone it? Is it a clone? We still don't know, of course. And then we got to see a crate dragon.
Yeah.
That's something that I've only seen in games, and then movie wise we saw like the skeleton of a crate dragon in episode 4, like in the distance at one point, like a huge skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. And I remember I've seen one in Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Yes.
I guess there's like also like a huge crate dragon skeleton laying around somewhere.
Yeah.
I think it was a crate dragon, and that's why I only said dragon, because I couldn't remember it was called a crate dragon. But yeah, it's so I've never even seen like I've never played KOTOR, so I don't know if there's one there.
I'm not quite sure if that's. I was referring to Star Wars Galaxies.
Oh,
the
Galaxies,
big,
whatever. Yeah. I've
MMO.
never met a live one. So I've seen a live one was what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's cool that they're using, because it is a well-known creature in the Star Wars lore, and it once again speaks to the fact that Dave and Jon Favreau, they are bringing in a lot of stuff that we already know about, and they are using, for example, a lot of alien races that we know about. We saw another Twi'lek in this one, and a Weequay in the bartender, and it's established
So
aliens.
Sabrax as well, right?
I think we saw some Sabrax, and then of course the Tusken Raiders, and it's just using the stuff it's not that you can't invent anything new in the Star Wars lore in the galaxy, because it is a huge galaxy. It's just that once again in the movies, in the new trilogy, they just kept on inventing new aliens, and we didn't see a lot of the old ones. And it just brings some of the stuff back that we know, and it would make sense.
Of course, you don't have to do like a whole reminiscing thing, and
no, you don't have to feed us member berries all the time.
No, but just a little bit of not just to lore and just legends, and just
exactly
picking up some of the references.
Yeah, and the fans really like that.
Yeah, respond well to nostalgia and
exactly.
Other,
you don't have to come up with something new. Like, you can just use something that's already established, and then the casual viewer won't know about it anyway. So it's, if you can use something that's already there, like sorry, another example from This was from the Rise of Skywalker, with the Sith Wayfinder, which was basically a Sith holocron. Just use that name, Sith holocron, and let's come up with the Sith homeworld, Exagon, or whatever they use, where it was like, no, that's Korriban, or Moriband, as George Lucas for some reason renamed it. But still, it's something that's established. It's there. Just use that.
Yeah, it also helps bringing us back to this galaxy that we know. It helps us give us this feeling that it's actually Star Wars, and it's not necessarily something of, yeah, as you say, something new, something.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Yeah, because it can sometimes, if you both have new characters and you have like new alien races, you have new places,
New force powers, yeah,
all this, then suddenly it kind of takes you a little bit out of the immersion. It's a little bit harder to believe that you're actually back in this universe.
Yes.
So just using some of the same places and some of the same species, some of the same pod racing motors or
that's the engine thing that
exactly.
Cobb had made into a speeder bike. That was
exactly.
cool. That was really cool.
Use some of that we know and help us get back to it. And I think that's why this was a very good episode to start off on.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's so many things what we know of, and we pick up on the references and everything. And then from here on, they maybe have a little bit more like creative freedom.
Yeah, go in new directions, and then hopefully also include some stuff from Clone Wars and Rebels, like the rumors say. But yeah,
create something new from something that we already know
was already there. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Otherwise, it could be anything. You call it anything other than Star Wars, it seems. Yeah, I agree. And they once again gave us more insight into Tusken Raider culture.
That was nice.
Being able to talk to them and like strike a deal with them and figure out some sort of solution where you can live without just fucking shooting at each other all the time. Like, yes, they are raiders, but they also honor the deal. Like
they are trustworthy.
Yes, they're trustworthy. Their word is their bond. It's just I said it during the episode, but I really like that they are expanding. That's a good example. Like taking the Tusken Raiders, we know them, and then just expanding that lore a little bit more and giving us more insight. It is like inventing new stuff, but from using something already established.
Yeah, and it gives us a new perspective, because of course we've only seen, or that's at least in my opinion, we've only seen it from the rebellion, the Jedis. We've only seen it from that side, and then the Empire was the bad guys. And now it's kind of a little bit flipped on the head, not because Jedis are the enemy and all of this, but this is past the Empire, so we don't really have like bad and good and bad in the same way.
No, it's more grays out there, and it's more about, like bandits and outlaws and factions. The New Republic is on the rise, but it's gonna take a while, so it is more or less like the frontier out there at the moment, and the Wild West in a sense, especially in the Outer Rim. And it's been so for a while, but now when the Empire is gone, they don't have a hold over the galaxy anymore. So it opens up a lot of opportunities, but it also means, as we saw in the flashback with Cobb Vanth, that when it came to that town, it was safe when the Empire was there. And even though they were celebrating the defeat of the Empire, it did mean that now bandits could move in, and there would be a lot of crime going on. And Werner Herzog's character, the client, I think he was just called, also said it in the previous season, talking to the Mando just pretty much before he died. I think the client, that is, that the Empire, they were order and they were security for the galaxy, and now that they're gone, just look outside, look what's happening, and it's just lawlessness out there now. So yeah, there are definitely people taking advantage of that, and then there are situations like we saw in this one where you can get along new ways, even with the Tusken Raiders.
But it's like, up until this point, we've basically only seen them as these mindless monsters. Of course, it makes sense if you only see them from one perspective. Yeah. But of course, if you have someone like the Mando, or people who are not these in these gray areas, of course they have to trade with each other. They have to make some sort of deals and have to communicate with each other and everything, because they're so, especially here in the Outer Rim, or is Tatooine?
Yes, it is.
We're far away from basic civilization. And that means that they are much more dependent on trading and communicating and helping each other out, or like coexistence in a way.
Exactly. Looking at lesser evils and stuff like that. They don't have the luxury of just looking at the world in a black and white way.
No, exactly. And so in that regard, we see the Tusken Raiders in a new way. And that's, of course, it depends on the perspective. And now we're seeing another perspective than we've seen so
You've
far.
Seen them before, exactly. Like usually they are, as you said, portrayed as monsters. We've only felt bad for them in one instance before, I think, in episode 2, when Anakin just goes ham and fucking murders an entire Tusken camp with the women and the children too and everything. Yeah, that whole spiel. But yeah, the whole thing, it was a success. They took down the dragon by, Mando flying down his fucking throat, or letting himself be swallowed up with the bantha with all the explosives on it. And then he used his weapons, or like his gadgets, to get out of there. And as soon as he did, he pressed the detonator and the thing blew up. It was a little bit graphic, with the rib cages and the meat and blood everywhere, and everybody got a little piece of meat, because apparently cryo dragon meat is good, or I hope. And then the Tusken Raiders, they found the pearl, and that is something that is worth a lot of credits, or just a lot of anything. You can probably trade that for something as well, which is what the Tuskens are most likely going to do. And I like that they used that as well, because that was also something I remember from Star Wars Galaxies. Like if you killed a cryo dragon, then you did so because you wanted the pearl, because it was worth a lot. So that's why people take those things down, and also to protect their villages, it seems. And it was portrayed in a different way than what they did in those games, at least, and what I've seen before. It wasn't, burrowing as much and digging through the sand like a worm. It was more of a worm in this one, like instead of a straight up dragon on 4 legs or 2 legs.
Yeah, if it doesn't have wings, I'm pretty sure it's a worm.
Yes, a WYRM worm. I think it's maybe
I don't know what the English word is for Blinnorm, but
yeah, I think that is the word, actually. And it didn't breathe fire, but acid. Yuck! That was pretty. Whew! It took out a lot of people. Yeah, really did. So I'm just glad it was a success. So what did the Mando really gain from this, other than a new set of Mandalorian armor, or an old one technically?
Well, he was supposed to gather information about Mandalorian,
he was supposed to get in contact with a Mandalorian, and then he found out that the person whom people thought, who was supposed to be a Mandalorian, wasn't, and then he wanted the armor back, and to get the armor back, he had to agree to this deal, take out the dragon, then he got the armor. So what he gained was pretty much just the armor, and now he knows that, okay, the Mandalorian on Tatooine, most likely that was not a Mandalorian. Now he's just gonna continue on and try to gather some more information.
Yeah, it's like it's basically just like a scavenger hunt that he has to go through. Like, he has to go for the traces of I don't know what's called, traces, like the small pieces here and there, and he has to do it, because otherwise he can't find the coverts.
Oh,
he has to,
like
track down the pieces of information. If they don't hold, they don't hold.
Yeah, if it doesn't pan out, it doesn't pan out, and then you'll have to find a new way to get some information about maybe some other Mandalorians, or maybe something about this mysterious race of enemy sorcerers, aka the Jedi. As the armor called them. Whew. All in all, very, very good start to the second season. Great chapter. Cannot wait for the next one in a week's time or so. We're going to be back with our reaction to Chapter 10, it would be. I don't know the title of it yet.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. And we could probably keep talking about Star Wars related stuff. Or I could come up with excuses to talk about Star Wars even more. But yeah, let's just end it here. Do you have anything else you want to add to it? No, fair enough. Then that's gonna do it.
Oh, sorry. It's so good to see Baby Yoda again.
Oh yeah, of course, Baby Yoda is back, and the entire world rejoices. And that's gonna do it for this reaction and review of The Mandalorian Chapter 9, The Marshal. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon. May the Force be with you always. Bye.
Bye.